Alright guys, I'm back and this is I'm back and this is my WWE Raw review for the 3rd of the 3rd, 2014. I thought this Raw was a fantastic show. And going into this Raw this week, I thought that WWE was going to have a bad show because it was in Chicago. And I thought the crowd was going to like hijack Raw. I thought they was going to chant it the entire night. Which they didn't. They chanted it sometimes in the show, but sometimes, most of the time they chanted CM Punk, but sometimes they didn't, which was good. I was afraid that WWE was just going to have CM Punk chant all through the entire night, which would have probably been bad for WWE, which was good. I'm glad that they put some good stuff out there tonight. And this is what I want to see from WWE. WWE should be putting on good Raw and SmackDown for the next 4 weeks now, going into WrestleMania. They cannot have a filler crap like Santino versus Emma on Raw and SmackDown. They need serious stuff. WrestleMania is a serious business, people. WrestleMania 30 is supposed to be, when you're on the road to WrestleMania, it's supposed to be serious business. Okay, you have the odd comedy segment, but you don't have it every single week. So we open up Raw this week with CM Punk's music playing. Heyman comes out. He talks about CM Punk being a Paul Heyman guy. Then he says that the fans drove CM Punk from quitting WWE. Then Lesnar comes out. He says that he's going to end Taker's streak. Then Henry comes out. Henry and Lesnar have a brawl. Henry gets F5'd on the table. First match of the night was for the WWE Tag Team titles. It's the Usos versus the New Age Outlaws. One of the Usos put one of their asses in Road Dogg's face. Then the other Uso tags himself in and hits a super kick and a splash for the win. And the Usos become the new WWE Tag Team Champions. I thought this should have happened at WrestleMania, because I think at WrestleMania we should have a big title match at WrestleMania between like Brotherhood, the New Age Outlaws, and the Usos, possibly for the tag titles. Maybe I could put that TLC or a ladder match. To really make them belts, to make the tag team division mean something. But I was cool with the Usos winning here. The crowd, the Usos were pretty over here. I actually like the Usos got a pretty good reaction, and they are over. They're not super over, but they are really over right now. So yeah, I'm glad that they're continuing pushing the Usos. Second match tonight was Cesaro versus Big E. Kind of. Cesaro goes for the big swing after Jack Swagger comes in and attacks Big E. So that means that Big E wins by DQ. So it kind of looks like WrestleMania. These three guys are going to face off for the Intercontinental title, which is a good thing. But on a bad note is that you're breaking up another tag team, which kind of sucks for the tag team division, because the tag team division these last few months has been really great, and you just break up another tag team, and I think that is just disappointing in my opinion. But yeah, it kind of looks like a WrestleMania putting up Big E versus Cesaro versus Swagger at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title, which is good. I'm glad that you're building up that feud. I'm glad that you're building up a IC title feud at WrestleMania, which is good. Then the third match tonight is a 6-man tag match. It's the Wyatts versus the Shield. This was a fantastic match. The crowd really into this match. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Same stuff as chanting was doing, but this was a real good match. Roman Reigns hits a spear on Rowan over the announce table. I thought that was pretty awesome. Then Roman Reigns hits a couple of Superman punches. Then I think it was Ambrose or Reigns wanted to tag in to Rollins, but Rollins ditches them and walks up the ramp. Then at the end is Bray and Ambrose. Then Ambrose tries to fight off that Bray, but he gets hit with Sister Abigail. So yeah, so the Wyatts win with Sister Abigail. Then we get a segment backstage. Renee interviews Batista. He cuts a promo on the fans and Bryan. Fourth match tonight is a mixed tag match. It was Summer Rae and Fandango versus Santino and Emma. Your typical kind of comedy match here. One thing I do want to talk about this tag match is this a new rule for tag matches in WWE right now, where when a wrestler is trying to tag in somebody, their partner, right, in the tag match, is this a new rule where they have to like clap their hands to get a tag? When did that class of the tag in the match? Does anybody really does that register with you guys? Like, a collapsed hand registers as a tag? What? I mean, I don't really get that, because you're supposed to slap somebody's hand to get the tag in, not freaking clap somebody's hand to get you to clap your hands to get a freaking tag in. When the fuck have they? When did the fuck did that count as a tag? But yeah, like I said, Emma and Cena win. It kind of looks like these two get these. This is probably going to be a pre-show match at WrestleMania. What am I up to now? Fifth match tonight is Christian versus Sheamus. This was a really good match. I don't know what it is with WWE, but it kind of every single is. Why the WWE don't like Christian beating Sheamus clean? What is up with that? Sheamus has lost 3 weeks in a row to like Sheamus. Can Christian finally get a win on Raw or SmackDown going into his match against WrestleMania against Sheamus? Please give Christian a win over Sheamus. I don't want him to get completely buried in this feud. This could be a great feud for Christian and Sheamus to do at WrestleMania. I think this is probably going to be booked next week on Raw, or maybe SmackDown this week. I don't know. But like I said, Sheamus and Christian had a real good match tonight. Sheamus hits a backbreaker on Christian, and Christian then Christian gets hit with Bro Kick like on the apron. Then he falls back into the ring and stuff like that. So yeah, Sheamus wins with Bro Kick. Then we get a segment. Sheamus is trying to interview, and then we get a segment. Renee's trying to interview Sheamus. Before he could say anything, Christian attacks him and said that, and then he says, "That's the last time you underestimate me," or whatever he said. So yeah, it kind of like they're gonna have Sheamus versus Christian at WrestleMania, which you know I think is gonna be a pretty good match. Then we get a segment. Bryan says that Chicago has a voice. He says that he challenged Triple H last week to a match at WrestleMania. Then Triple H says then he calls up Triple H and Stephanie. They come out. Triple H says that he won't fight Bryan at WrestleMania. He says that he doesn't fight B+ players, he only fights A+ players. And then he says that Bryan's just been moaning, saying that Triple H buries him and stuff like that. Like I said, Triple H doesn't bury talent. A lot of people say, oh well, if Bryan faces Triple H, he's going to get buried. No, he isn't going to get buried. Triple H is going to put over Bryan. He's going to, which I think the ending of this match between Bryan and Triple H is going to go, hey, you know what, man, you beat me clean. I'm going to say, you know, it's probably gonna, after the match, I'm thinking that Bryan's going to get a handshake from Triple H to say, hey man, you're a special business. I was wrong all this entire time, and there's handshake at the end and stuff like that. But yeah, it comes like next week. They're probably gonna announce Bryan versus Triple H next week. Also, the Hulk's is on Raw, brother. What you gonna do when the Hulkster runs wild on you? He announced that tonight. Then the seventh match tonight was Dolph versus Del Rio. This was a short match. Dolph at 6 after the win after Aaron Paul, who's a NASCAR driver. I don't know who he is. I don't watch much sport, but he was the guest host tonight, and he distracted Del Rio, so Dolph could get the win. Then we get a video package for Paul Bearer going to Hall of Fame. Wait a minute. Oh yes! Oh wait, that was bad. Oh no. Oh yeah! Oh no, I did it way better before that Paul Bearer voice, but I'll have to practice on that. But yeah, Paul Bearer's going to the Hall of Fame. That's awesome. I think Kane's going to induct him to the Hall of Fame, or it could be Undertaker, but I don't think he'll show up at the Hall of Fame. Then the 8th match tonight is Swagger versus Big E. Short match. Cesaro attacks Big E, so it means Big E wins by DQ. Then Cesaro tries to hit the Cesaro swing on Swagger. Then Zeb stops and says, "Hey, just hug it out and stuff." So yeah, so also they're teasing, you know, then 3 guys face up at WrestleMania. Then we get a promo from Cena. He says that you cannot wrestle tonight. Then the fans cheer. Then he says that the Wyatt family attacked him last week. Then Bray comes on the screen. He talks about Cena's title reigns. He said that Cena's title reigns are going to end, and he said he's going to beat John Cena or whatever. So yeah, it kind of like John Cena, but it's kind of like we're gonna see him versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, and I'm glad that they're building up this, and I hope that Bray Wyatt does defeat John Cena at WrestleMania. Like I said it before, and I'll say it again. John Cena is bigger than the WWE World Title. He doesn't need any more titles anymore. Yeah, John Cena can get used to put over young guys like Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Cesaro, a ton of you know, guys like that. He doesn't need to have a big championship match at WrestleMania anymore. He doesn't need to face any big names at WrestleMania because he's an established guy as he is. And you know, him facing Bray Wyatt is what's best for business, brother. Then the ninth match tonight was Batista vs. Bryan. This was a decent match. Batista gets hit with a Bryan hits a suicide dive on Batista. Then Orton comes in the ring and he attacks Bryan. Then Orton tries to RKO Batista. Then Batista throws Orton into Bryan, and Bryan hits Orton with a high knee. Then Kane comes out and Kane and Triple H are attacking. Then Bryan gets back up. He fights off Kane. Then Triple H comes back in the ring. No, then Batista attacks Bryan with the Batista bomb. Then Triple H comes in and he says he's sick of his stupid games. And then Bryan gets kicked in the head. But then Triple H comes. Bryan kicks Triple H in the head. Then Triple H fights back. Then Bryan gets hit with a pedigree by Triple H. Then at the end we just see Triple H standing over Bryan. So obviously building up their match for WrestleMania, which is good. So yeah, I thought Raw this week was an awesome show. I really enjoyed it. I thought the third hour of Raw was just sleepy kind of mode, but apart from that, I thought the first and second hour was great. I'm glad that they didn't have CM Punk chance rule the entire show. I thought, you know, I'm glad that they built up their matches for WrestleMania. I'm glad that they built up more matches for WrestleMania, which was good as well. So yeah, so that's my WWE Raw review for the 3rd of the 3rd, 2014. What did you guys think of the show? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching, guys. Brag out.